Welcome to Remedial 1 YouTube channel. Today we want to solve questions on mensuration. With me to do this is my friend and a colleague from US, Mr. AB.
Thank you very much for giving me floor, Mr. Boateng. Guys, today we continue to work on this mensuration. We have the question before us. We have been given a compound, a rectangular one. They want us to find the perimeter of that compound. So the compound is not straightforward. There is a little bit curvy over here. So we gotta be careful with that. This question is a past question. It's a Wassce past question, I believe 1998 or so. Possibly, as we keep on saying, it can come again, but the most important is the understanding. So that's the reason why we are teaching you all the understanding steps for you to get it right. We need a perimeter. Perimeter is around the surrounding here, all the way here. As you could see, this is a curvy one, and the curvy one is a circular. So because of that, we need a circumference. When it's a circle, the area around it is a circumference. So this is not a complete circle, it's a half a circle. So we need circumference. So a circumference of a circle, which represented by C, is 2 pi r, and r stands for radius. Okay, so here our pi has been given. We need a radius. The radius too, even we have to work a little bit more. So for us to get this distance from here to here, we realize that the whole of here to here is 18. So this little small distance, or this distance, because it's not drawn to the scale, is going to be 18 minus the 2, and then minus this 2, which is 18 minus 4. And that gives us 14. And this is our diameter. From the point to the point is diameter, so the diameter is 18 minus 4, which is 14. So the diameter goes to 14. But we need a radius. So we know the radius. If we divide the diameter by 2, that gives us the radius. So our radius here is going to be 7. So let's go ahead and find that circumference. It's 2 times pi times the radius. Turn this one into 1, and 2 times 2. 2 times 22 gives us 44. We have to be very careful here. We realize that this is not a whole circle, it's a half a circle, it's a semi or semicircle. And even they did mention it here. So we have to divide it by 2. And this will bring us. So now we can go ahead and answer our A. The A is, we are starting from here. So let's start from here. We got 20. Then we come here. We got our 18, and here 22. It's going to be 20 because it's the same size. So 20. Then plus our 2, and plus the 22 that we got, and plus another 2 up here. When we do that, we got 84. And the measure, make sure you don't leave the unit behind. If you leave it behind, the examiners will take a mark from you. 84 meters. Now I want to find the area of the compound, and as they mentioned, it's a rectangular. So how do we find the area of a rectangle? It's just the length times the breadth. We got the length and we got the breadth. So let's go ahead and do it. So the rectangular is just going to be 18 times 20, and that will give us 360 meters squared. We have to make sure this here is not part of your compound, so don't claim you have to take it out. So we need to take it out. So that means we need the area of a circle. And area of a circle is pi r squared. So the radius, we already got the radius from our previous, and the radius was 7. So therefore, the area of a circle is going to be 22 on 7, which has been given, times 7 times 7. You can do it this way, or you can say 7 squared, but if you do it this way, that will help you as you cross some of them out. So here 10s into 1, they go away. So on the area, so 22 times 7, which gives us 154 meters squared. But you and I could see that this is not a whole circle, it's a half a circle. They did measure. So we have to divide this by 2. So as we divide it by 2, we get 77 meters squared. So therefore, answer the B to get our full mark is just going to be the rectangular shape, the area of the rectangular shape, which is 360, minus this 77 that doesn't belong to that compound. That give us 883 meters squared. Right, and this will give you your whole full mark on this particular question. Don't leave any points behind. All right, so now we are on question that also came 11. I'll go ahead, pause the video and see if we can solve the formula of our semicircles. Okay, and PTS and QUR as a semicircle. There's a rectangular inside here, giving us the length, and they want us to find the distance around the field, and then the area of the field, but excluding the pond. So we gotta be careful here. So we are looking for all these distances around here. Then realize that this is a rectangular, there's a rectangular involved, and there is a circle involved. So first of all, let's go ahead and find our circular part of it. The distance of a circular is the circumference. So circumference is 2 pi r. We need a radius. We have been given a diameter. So diameter 56. And when we divide the diameter, that gives us a radius. This is 28. This circular ones, what we could do is that there's a circular here, there's a circular here. Two semicircles. So two semicircles coming together form a circle. So here we will not divide it as we did in the previous one that we did. We are not going to divide. Let's go ahead and find our circumference. Pi has been given. They will always give it to you. And then 20. So this go here 4. And then you multiply to 2 times 22, which is 44. 44 times 4, and that will give you 176 meters. So when it comes to the A, the distance around, realize that if as you said, if you want, let's divide this by 2, and then we get 88 meters. For more understanding, so here, all here is going to be 88, and all here is going to be 88 meters. Okay. So now the distance around the field is going to be 88 plus 88 plus 112 plus another 112. And when we put all together, we got 400 meters surroundings. The distance around it, the circumference of this shape. Here you cannot call it circumference, or you cannot call it a perimeter, because it's a composite of a rectangular and circle. So that's the analogy right there. Alright, let's go ahead and solve the B. The area of the field comprises with this area. This is the area that we need. We are going to exclude this because that's not part of it. This is a pond, so we will exclude it. So let's look at the area of the circular part of it. So area of a circle is pi r squared. We need our radius. We get our radius from the other side of it to be 28, 56 over 2. That gives us 28. Therefore, we go ahead and we put it in there. So the area of the circle is pi, which is 22 on 7 times 28 times 28. 7 go here, 4. So you pick your calculator or your multiplication table, and then you do your calculation. You get 2464 meters. You divide it by 2, give us 1232 meters squared. That's a semicircle, because it's a semicircle. So here is 1232, and here is 1232. Now we're going to find the area of the rectangular shape. So rectangular, length times the width of the rectangle, the rectangular piece of it is length times the breadth, which is going to be 112 times 6 here. That gives us 6272 meters squared. Now we are looking for the area of the pond, and it's a circular. So that one too, pi r squared. We need a radius. Radius is going to be 14 divided by 2 because they gave us a diameter. So that's going to be 7. So therefore the area of the pond is 22 on 7 times 7 times 7. Let's take one of them away. 22 times 7 will give us 154 meters squared. Okay, I hope you're following the trend. It's all over. So therefore, as we are answering the B, our answer is going to be 62,772 plus 1,232 plus 1,232 minus 154. That will give us 85,592 meters. So these are all the calculations that you have to take your time to process it out. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. So anytime we drop a new video, you can able to have access to that. Be blessed.